Good evening and welcome to Pagan Roots Radio, coming to you tonight from unceded Ohlone land in the San Francisco Bay Area. The music you're listening to is Labyrinth Meditation music by an East Coast musician, Crow. This is from Reclaiming's Witch's Brew album, 2005. Tonight's show, Elements. We'll be visiting earth and air, fire and water. Let's jump right in with the song, but first, a word from our sponsor. The earth is a living, conscious being. In company with cultures of many different times and places, we name these things as sacred: air, fire, water, and earth. To call these things sacred is to say that they have a value beyond their usefulness for human ends, that they themselves become the standards by which our acts, our economics, our laws, and our purposes must be judged. No one has the right to appropriate them or profit from them at the expense of others. Our theme tonight, the elements of magic. Let's start off with an oldie but goodie. Air moves us. Fire transforms us. Water shapes us. Earth heals us.
Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and round and round, round and round, round and round.
Round and round, Reclaiming, Air Moves Us. That's from the very first Reclaiming album, Chant's Ritual Music, back about 1990. Legend says that Chant's Ritual Music was recorded in one afternoon, the entire album. Supposedly a chorus was rehearsing and somebody got some studio time, and in one long afternoon they went in and recorded the whole thing. The album's only about 40 minutes long, so I guess they could have done it, but makes a good story anyway. So let's hear another Elements song. This is by the group Skyclad, featuring the singer Suzanne Sterling, Elements.
Fire will change us, earth will sustain us, and the ocean will sing us to sleep, and the air will lift us up to a place in the sky, high sunrise, and our fears will slowly melt away. If we burn together, we may find forgotten treasure in the play of passion, in the burning. All four stars are one. 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 Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah,
And that was Elements by Skyclad featuring Suzanne Sterling on vocals. That song is from Reclaiming's Witch's Brew album. Let's hear a little bit more of the labyrinth meditation music we were listening to earlier, also from Witch's Brew. And I'll tell you a little story about that when we come back. Again, Labyrinth Meditation music by Crow from Reclaiming's Witch's Brew album. That song was written for a California witch camp ritual in the early 2000s. We were doing a labyrinth ritual that involved people being called into a large labyrinth, and several people would be walking at the same time, a fire burning in the center, and as people walked through this labyrinth back and forth through the twists, Crow and I think Willow Kelly was drumming and Crow was playing the mandolin. Beautiful song, On and On. You can find a 7-minute version on Witch's Brew, and somewhere on YouTube you can find the long version. And now it's time for a sneak preview from our upcoming Reclaiming album, Cantos Sagrados. This is a Spanish and English version of a well-known Elements chant. This is a very rough demo by the Campfire Chorus as we began to rehearse this album and got interrupted by current affairs.
Here I am, fire I am, water, earth, and spirit I am. Air I am, fire I am, water, earth, and spirit I am. Aire soy, fuego soy, agua, tierra, espíritu soy. Aire soy, fuego soy, agua, tierra. spirit I am. Air I am. Fire I am. Water, earth, and spirit I am. Aire soy. Fuego soy. Agua, tierra, espíritu soy. Aire soy. Fuego soy. Agua, tierra, espíritu soy. Way down now. Fire I am, water, earth, and spirit I am. Air I am, fire I am, water, earth, and spirit I am. Aire soy, fuego soy, agua, tierra, espíritu soy. Aire soy, fuego soy, agua, tierra, espíritu soy.
Air I Am, Aire Soy. That's a rough demo from Reclaiming's forthcoming Cantos Sagrados album. Stay tuned. And stay tuned to Pagan Roots Radio, where you're going to hear all the earth-based sounds. Let's hear some more blues with The Welcome Flame, written by Seed, music by John Lee Hooker.
Let the fire rise in me and let it move me, spark, blaze, ember, ash. Let the fire rise in me and let it move me, spark, blaze, ember, ash. Whoa, whoa, the welcome flame, spark, blaze, ember, ash. Whoa, whoa, the welcome flame, spark, blaze, ember, ash. Let the fire rise in me and let it move me, spark, rise in me and let it ash me, spark, blaze, ember, ash. Let
Flame, written by Seed and music adapted from John Lee Hooker. That song is from Reclaiming's Campfire Chants album, recorded in 2015. You can find this album and all of our music on Spotify, YouTube, and all finer streaming services. Well, folks, our time here is just about up. Our theme tonight being Elements of Magic, let's wrap up with the #1 all-time favorite Reclaiming Elements song from Second Chance. Beautiful country song in the spirit of Maybelle Carter and the Carter family.
When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn. When we are gone, they will remain. Wind and rock, fire and rain. They will remain when we return. The wind will blow and the fire will burn.
When We Are Gone, written by Ann Hill and Starhawk, the vocal there by Max Ventura. That's from Reclaiming's Second Chance album, 1997. Well, that brings us to the end of the show tonight, folks, here at Pagan Roots Radio, featuring Reclaiming. Find all of our music at weaveandspin.org/playlists. And now from all of us at Pagan Roots Radio, Reclaiming Choruses and Recordings, and Reclaiming Quarterly magazine and website. Thanks for being with us. By the earth that is her body, by the waters of her living womb, by the fires of her bright spirit, and by the air that is her breath. This circle is open but unbroken. Tune in again next week, and something is gonna happen.
Good night, sweet witches, lay down and rest. Lay down your weary heads and be the forest guest. The stars will guide you, your dreams will do the rest. We bid you good night, good night, good night. Good night, sweet redwoods, lay down and rest. Lay down your weary heads and be the forest guest. The stars will guide you, your dreams will do the rest. We bid you good night, good night, good night. Good night, sweet witches, lay down and rest. Lay down your weary heads and be the forest guest. The stars will guide you, your dreams will do the rest. We bid you good night, good night, good night.
Yes, we bid you good
Night, good night, good night.